Christmas. My name is Tommy. I'm 38. I'm sure my testimony is much like many of yours, but I hope unlike most of yours. My scars are proof of how deep my shepherd was willing to pursue me through my mess to save this lost sheep. I was raised in your average, middle class family. We just didn't make place in our lives for God, and we just never went to church or anything. So by the time I was 11, I was already drinking and using and all that good stuff. And so by the time I was 16, I had developed the reputation of town drunk, runaway, and dropout. So it was no surprise when I had cut off power to over 15,000 homes and businesses. When in the attempt to steal copper wire, I cut a live wire. I was carrying 12,000 volts and blew up my face, and amongst other things. I wasn't expected to live. Me and 3 other buddies were airlifted to San Bernardino Burn Ward, where I slept for a month. And when I finally came to, there was an awesome nurse named Pam who began to share the gospel with me. And she led me through the sinner's prayer, and the very next day I was discharged. Back home, I still had no foundation. Didn't know what to do. I had a horrible, recovery process and all that. And I ended up just going back to what I knew, and ended up being 7 times worse than before. And, through all that mess, through all that ugliness, I ended up, in my rock bottom state, and I had no other direction to look but up. And I called out to him, and he heard me, and he set me free, even though it was in state prison where he found me. And it was there at the age of 22 that I first read the Bible, and it just came to life to me. And I was able to go through a Bible college and just got involved in every ministry that I possibly could. And eventually I was released, and things were very difficult. I was jobless. My family did what they could, but I was homeless for the better part of a year. And just trusting in God and getting involved again in Bible studies and 12-step programs and things. God eventually got me a job, and He took me from being homeless to now today owning my own home. And I met my beautiful wife, Nikki, and my awesome girls, Leilani and Kaylee, who are up here singing with us tonight. And, we put the cart before the horse, and I had my first daughter, Lillian. And we soon got married after that. And I had my second daughter, Allison. And 4 girls deep, I found out that $10 an hour wasn't going to cut it. So I had to find a different job. And I always wanted to work for the railroad. And I was praying, just asking God to make a way. And I ended up getting a job with the railroad. And with this job came really, really awesome insurance, railroad insurance and stuff. And I had the ability to pursue some medical concerns I began to have. And after a lot of not so fun tests, I was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. And as devastating as that was, I may have lost the use of my 2 hands. God gave me 10 more. And so many more than that. And God never promised me a bed of roses. And He never promises anybody a bed of roses. I'm not exempt from the sufferings of this world. And but I know just by what He has carried me through in the past, that I can have the confidence to say that the best is yet to come. And that's it.